is it the fight of the century or the crime of the century? This bout between Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley has everybody talking. And we're going to go to Ben Cohen, who has been watching the fallout from this epic battle. Timothy Bradley, he's surprised he won, right?
Yeah, I think everyone's surprised he won, and he definitely is surprised he won, which probably says more about the fight than any of us ever could.
And now that a lot of these analysts have had the time to take a look at this fight, are they agreeing with Timothy Bradley's surprise? Is everybody kind of surprised, or is there kind of a, 24 hours later, people saying, well, maybe Bradley didn't do as badly as we thought? None of that going on?
It's a really interesting question, because during the fight and right after the fight, everyone, is sort of caught up. Everyone is thinking the same thing, which is that, Pacquiao won the fight pretty easily, and Harold Letterman on HBO had it, I think, 119 to 110. It wasn't even close in his mind.
Right.
A lot of people the day afterward have gone back and even with really liberal scoring and sort of giving Bradley every benefit of the doubt that they possibly could, only saw him winning 5 rounds, maybe 6 tops if you give him every edge. But Bradley did do some things in this fight that, the decision wasn't totally crazy. I mean, it was pretty crazy, but he was the aggressor. He really owned the last 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, you could probably find 5 rounds to give him, in which case it's 7-5 Pacquiao, and it's not like it's 10-2, but I don't really think that I've seen anyone besides the 2 judges who were ringside that night give him 7 rounds. I mean, 7 is a lot.
All right, Ben, we're looking at a reader's comment here, and I think this really sums up what a lot of people think about this. No, and I think it's a good comment. It says, you should never leave your fate in the hands of others. Manny's fault for not knocking him out. And isn't there something to that? I mean, when we're talking about a sport like boxing, Manny Pacquiao is supposed to be the undisputed champion. Was this fight just too close?
Yeah, and it wasn't just that he knocked him out. I mean, some people saw Manny taking a few rounds off. A lot of what he did, the rounds that he pretty clearly won, he won them by flurrying probably in the last minute of the 3-minute round. So he kind of not only took rounds off, but also took the first 2 minutes of even rounds he won a little bit off. And he really won the last minute of those fights. It wasn't Manny's best fight. It wasn't like, he came close to knocking him down or he knocked him out. But it was a fight that he won, and that wasn't necessarily the case the last time he did win his fight against Juan Manuel Marquez. I mean, a lot of people thought Marquez did win that fight. But this was a fight that really wasn't controversial at all. I mean, Pacquiao won this fight, and he just didn't win it on the scorecards.
All right, Ben, let me ask you this about the sport. What does this mean for the sport? We've got MMA is becoming much more popular. Boxing, here's another controversy, it seems like this sport is tainted on every level. And you got even these guys, Manny Pacquiao, who looked like he was going to be a breakout star. Now all of a sudden, this whole thing raises question marks about it. Is there any silver lining here? The fact that we're even maybe talking about this on a Monday, that there's a controversy, is there anything redeeming about this decision other than the fact that we're going to talk about a rematch?
Yeah, it's fun. Doesn't this happen after every fight? Every fight is a referendum on the state of boxing today. I mean, there's no Ali, there's no Foreman, there's no Tyson. Pacquiao is a star. Pacquiao is a global icon. He's a celebrity. Him and Floyd Mayweather are the two biggest draws in the sport. And I think what this will really do is this might change that, elusive Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster fight that we really want to see between Pacquiao and Mayweather. There's going to be probably a rematch with Bradley, and if Pacquiao wins that again, there might be a trilogy, which means that, Mayweather could be 18 months in the distance. But that's the fight that boxing really needs right now, and I don't think we really got any closer to it after Saturday night, which is what a lot of boxing people, I think, are most upset about. Not just the decision, but that this sets back that super fight that everyone wants to see, probably.